Howdy y'all, R1 here. I just wanted to give an update. I know it's been a minute since I gave an update. I tend to be the type that if it's not good news, I don't generally share it, but I thought it's about time to at least let y'all know kind of what's going on. So we are over 14 weeks in since I took that less lethal impact round to my wrist. Physically wise, the pain pretty much cruises at a level 4 most every day, all the time until I actually try and use one of these 3 fingers. Then it spikes up, as I've mentioned before. Still seems to be the case. Physically, you might be noticing my eyes a little bit weird, face is a little bit droopy. Look here, I just got what's called a ganglion injection. It's a nerve blocking steroid situation where they try and drop onto a major highway of nerves that are going down. There is a little bit of hope in that. About 2 weeks ago, I had a nerve block that they put directly in at the pain site there and hadn't seemed to have much effect at all. So if this block doesn't work, the next thing they're going to do is hook me up to some kind of machine that identifies exactly which nerve that it is. And chances are that they're going to have to do a minor, I think they called it a minor repair on the, oh darn it, why am I forgetting the name of this again? The carpal tunnel. So they may have to open it up, do a real quick in-house kind of easy surgery is what I'm told. Some other things going on, still taking all the gabapentin, which is a silly amount if you ask me. When I forget to take my evening dose, which is a double dose compared to the morning one, definitely fill it in the morning. So as I mentioned previously, I can't really imagine how bad it would be without having the gabapentin right now, but hopefully this injection will be the solve for this issue. If that is the case, I still will have to have a series of them, but compared to surgery, I guess I'd rather have a couple of series of these while the nerves, I guess, kind of reset themselves, as it was explained to me. There is another cool side effect potentially of the ganglion injection, which will bring me over to the next part of my health that I'm healing, which is my mental health. There has been some studies that are correlating this ganglion injection to helping people with PTSD. In fact, the doctor that I'm working with has used it for 3 patients, is what he told me, and they've all have had great success with it. So that might be the best thing that comes of this ganglion injection, which, by the way, I didn't mention earlier. They're using it more for a diagnostic than they are for necessarily thinking that it's going to help. Diagnostically, it'll give a 100% answer if it's in one set of nerves versus a more complicated set of nerves. So that's the main reason they're doing it. As a side effect, it may help the nerve damage I'm experiencing through the carpal tunnel. And then as a potential bonus, great side effect would be if it helped with the PTSD situation. So to talk a little bit on that, you guys donated so much to help me out to be able to be home for the last few weeks instead of being out on the road. And that's definitely helped with my mental health quite a bit, especially, I don't know if all y'all were following or not, but I had another incident with a police officer in my neighborhood a few weeks ago. So things felt like they kind of welled up all at once. Unfortunately, that same week that I had that encounter with the police officer in Pflugerville was also the last week that I was approved to use the counselor that I was using. So the timing ending on that was pretty horrible. But at the same time, that was while I was transitioning to staying home more, so I'm not out on the street as much, so I'm not having as much potential interaction or potential triggers that I was having with the PTSD. So it feels a little safer being home. So again, thank you so much for all the help with that. On that note, Hot Wife decided to go ahead and take a full-time teaching position. So that's made me Mr. Mom from home, which is a lot of fun, although it still doesn't, unfortunately, as a teacher, it doesn't make enough so that we have all of our bills covered. So I'm still actively looking for a work from home position. Got a couple of things going on interviews wise this week. Maybe we'll be able to pull something off, but please keep me in mind for any work from home positions, as well as I don't know how many of you all know this, but I do handyman work. So if you're in the Austin area, Central Texas region, I do all kinds of handiwork myself. And what I don't do, I generally have people that I work with that will be able to do. So if there's any type of a building work that's being done, anything from simply fixing a clogged something or another, or figuring out what's going on with an electricity outlet, all the way up to remodels. If I don't do it, I know people who do it that'll give you a good price, and I'll get a little kickback in that situation as well, or potentially be able to work with the people that I know that do those bigger projects. So please keep me in mind for any of that kind of stuff that might come through your world as far as repairing on buildings. So I think that's about it. I really appreciate all the love, all the support that I've received from so many of you, so many people that I've never met in person. So if you're seeing this through the GoFundMe as an update, thank you, especially those of you that I've never met that have been kind enough to open your pocketbooks to help support myself and my family. I'm going to leave the GoFundMe up, but I'm not necessarily asking directly for donations, even though I know that they would help. Y'all have been so graceful in that. I'm using it more as a tool now to reach out, asking specifically for help in ways for me to make my own money, so that y'all don't have to come out of pocket. So I think that covers all the notes that I had here. So I just want to say thank you all very, very, very much once again. I appreciate all the love, all the support. Our family is in a little better position than we were a few months ago, and we're looking in the right direction. Hopefully some of these things will help out in the next few weeks, be a little more telling as far as getting full functionality without any pain out of my hands. So thanks again. Big loves, y'all. Blessed day to you.